Alright guys, welcome back to our unique devotion for the day. It's been about 2 weeks since I've posted. Total apologies if you've been following along. My wife and I, we went on vacation across the ocean to the beautiful land of Italy. If you ever get a chance to go there for any reason whatsoever, it is beautiful. The people are lovely. The food is magnificent. The scenery is awesome. So anyway, while I was there, I thought maybe I'd have not only time, but then when I had the time, the internet, and many of the places that we went to, because we did some more isolation sort of scenery and things like that, didn't really, even if I had time, didn't really have the internet or a clear internet to even make a video and then post it. It's a lot different than where I am here in certain ways. So I did not get a chance to do that. That doesn't mean that I didn't talk to God. That doesn't mean that I didn't have that one-on-one time, that prayer time. We walked in the woods. There was open-mindedness. We walked through and around Italy, through the cities, met the people. We were engaging with God all day, every day. So, all right, just a quick, that's all that was there. Today, we're going to actually finish up 1 Corinthians chapter 5. This is verses 9 through 13. And then it looks like tomorrow is chapter 6. I'll get to that shortly. Yeah, so scripture. See, 2 weeks and I'm already lost here. Immorality must be judged. Dun 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 dun. I wrote to you in my epistle not to keep company with sexually immoral people. Yet I certainly did not mean with the sexually immoral people of this world, or with the covetous, or extortioners, or idolaters, since then you would need to go out of the world. But now I have written to you not to keep company with anyone named a brother who is sexually immoral or covetous or an idolater or a reviler or a drunkard or an extortioner, not even to eat with such a person. For what have I to do with judging those also who are outside? Do you not judge those who are inside? But those who are outside God judges. Therefore, put away from yourselves the evil person. So I think what he's getting at here is, who do you surround yourself with? So what he's saying is, if you believe in God, you believe in Jesus Christ, you are following in that religious, I'm going to use this loosely, spiritual direction, and your life is changing, to remove yourselves from the world, to get away from the evils of this world, is impossible. That's kind of what he's saying here. You'd have to remove yourself from this world. But what he's saying here is the people that you surround yourself with that are in that same circle, that are spiritual, are religious, that love God, that follow Jesus, that are going in that direction, if they are doing things immorally, it's tainting your theology. Because here's this person who says they love God, but they do wrong things. And you are associated with them, you are going along with them. Therefore, more often than not, by default, you are also saying that you love God, but you are doing those same wrong things to some degree. I would say to some degree, if you notice that they're doing wrong things and you don't bring it up to try to help them, is just as bad. The people outside of that circle who don't love God, who don't know Jesus, who aren't on a spiritual journey, who aren't religious in any way, shape, or form, those people are ignorant. That doesn't mean stupid. That just means that they don't understand that connectiveness that can change their life with God. And therefore, they're doing those wrong, immoral things. But that's for God to judge, not for you. And that opens the door for you can go into that world. You can be surrounded by those people because you are going to be a positive influence because you love God and you see that connectiveness on those people. But it doesn't work quite the same when you're surrounded by immoral people and you're not opening your mouth and saying anything. And sometimes the people that you surround yourself, maybe you're saying things to them and you're trying to encourage them to change, and they're dragging you with them and they're not changing. That's who he's saying here, to remove yourself from them, basically, so that you don't fall also. We can go into other things like, well, maybe they're not really saved. Maybe they're not really following God. It's just lip service. It's not really in their heart or in their being, and that's why even when you bring up a good, kind word to them about what they're doing, they don't seem to do anything about it. There's different questions. Going from person to person to person, there's many different perspectives to look at, and so many things to take into account. It's not a blanket subject for helping people. So I come back full circle. Who do you surround yourself with? Really is the most important question. A lot of people say, if you surround yourself with a certain kind of people, you're going to become that certain kind of people. And really, that's kind of true. If you go to the bar every single day and you're drinking and smoking and staying up late and not getting to work on time, and you're surrounding yourself with those same people, you're going to continue down that same path. If you surround yourself with people if you're trying to lose weight, if you're trying to exercise, if you surround yourself with people who are constantly just eating whatever, whenever, if you're not surrounding yourself with maybe YouTube videos on exercising and books on exercising and making friends with people who do different forms of exercise, if you're just running around and hanging out with people who don't do any of that, guess what you're going to do? You're going to eat the same food and you're going to not exercise in the exact same way. And if there are goals that you have in your mind, you kind of have to start moving in that direction. You start to making those friends, and that may make some changes. Maybe you don't hang out with the family as much as you'd like to, or some of your friends you don't hang out with as often anymore because you're trying to make that change in your life. And in order to do that, you need to start surrounding yourself. Now, that's very worldly thought processes there. But what about God? Are you surrounding yourself with people that love God and want to encourage you and are seeking God actively? Or are you consistently surrounding yourself with people who stare at their Facebook page and drink till 3 o'clock in the morning? Who are you surrounding yourself with? That list could go on. I'm just going to stop right there. Who are you surrounding yourself with? It's your choice. It's totally your choice. This isn't you need to surround yourself with these kind of people or that kind of people. It's just be aware of who is around you. Just take that moment. It's not any judgment, because you might just be like, oh, I'm surrounded by loving people, and that's good. It's now you're aware of it. This is a question of awareness, not of right or wrong, good or bad. Okay? So I'm going to say it one more time and end this video. Who do you surround yourself with? All right, so tomorrow, and real quick here, I'm going to start chapter 6. So it looks like it's kind of short. I will read that for you guys, and we will have chapter 6 down and start rolling into that, and hopefully get back into this 2-week hiatus and start continuing on this journey. And hopefully this is helpful for you guys. Please like, subscribe, leave comments. If necessary, share this on all your social media. Sorry for the long video. Love you guys. Peace out.